Avid survival enthusiasts have a large selection of games to play in their aisle. The best survival games are designed to drag you into the scenes and drive your emotions, a kind of thrilling experience hardly found in real life. Most games of this genre take place in the harsh environment of war, threat of Walking Dead, or post-apocalypse, so you have to put your best effort to stay alive. So in this video, we have selected top-rated, most thrilling survival games to drive your emotions. Whether you need some adrenaline rush or simply want to challenge your gaming skills, find your favorite survival games. Let's start. Number 10. Crashlands. The plot of Crashlands is based on surviving a crash on a planet, controlled by aliens and monsters. You'll play the role of the main character, Flux, who needs to survive on his new planet. You're to access your immediate environment and gain knowledge of how best to use the available technologies of these aliens to your advantage. As you progress in the game, you would make friends with some of the Aborigines to get out of their planet. But here lies the twist of this game. As you conquer the aliens and access more features, you'll become more concerned about living comfortably on this strange planet. Number 9. Last Day on Earth. Survival. Last Day on Earth is yet one of the best survival games for Android and iOS. The game is set in the year 2027, when humanity is beset with a viral infection. As with most survival games, the majority of the city is destroyed, and surviving becomes a grueling task as you have zombies roaming about. You're responsible for managing your resources and coming up with solutions to stay alive. For you to progress in this game, you had form an alliance with other surviving, non-playing members who might turn on you at any point in time. You'll have to be mindful of every character in Last Day on Earth to survive. Number 8. Ark: Survival Evolved. It is one of the best survival games that test your ability to outlive one of the prehistoric beasts, the dinosaur. In this game, you'll be trapped with little resources, and you'll be expected to scavenge for food and weapons. Some of the items you find will be used to build your fortress. Survival Evolved is one of the best survival games you can play as a single player or with other gamers. Just as with other survival games, you have to be wary of other survivors who would want to steal from your supplies. Number 7. Subnautica. In Subnautica, you're alone and lost, much like Don't Starve. But this underwater world is a lot more relaxing than other survival titles in this list. Subnautica is rather unique because of the environment. From your submarine, you can explore the sea, which is more vibrant and lively than you'd expect. As you gather materials and resources, while dealing with some incredible-looking sea creature enemies, you'll eventually be able to leave your submarine and begin to build on the ocean floor. Before you know it, you could even end up with your very own Atlantis. As is the gripe with most survival games, you must look out for yourself before crafting. You'll need to keep topped up on food and water, but also oxygen. Number 6. Raft. Raft is all about, well, your raft. The goal here is to survive, maintain your new home, and embark on adventures to surrounding islands in an attempt to gather more resources and food to keep you and your raft going. Sharks, seagulls, and other critters are aplenty, all trying to sabotage your raft, and as a result, raft is quite far from relaxing at times. The final chapter was released recently, rounding up the overarching story in this title, and introducing new items that players had been looking forward to for a long time. If you fancy a holiday, jump into Raft. Even at its most frustrating, it's also incredibly worth it when you've got a raft to be proud of. It's even more fun with friends. Number 5. Day Survival. It is based on the radioactive radiation attack that has killed the majority of living things and turned some people into mutants in the Soviet Union territory. You're saddled with the responsibility of locating, and saving your family while battling with the lack of food, shelter, medicine, and weapons. You'd have to use your initiative to create weapons to fend off mutants who want to kill you. Number 4. Oxygen not included. In this game, you start off in the very middle of an asteroid with 3 dupes that you can control to do as you please. With that, it's time to build a base, gather some food, find a source of oxygen, and ultimately stay alive. As the game develops, you will continue to expand building inside this asteroid and hopefully find new and improved ways of keeping yourself and your dupes alive. As you progress further and find that there's so much you need to do, it can even be overwhelming without any aid. Yet, this is a good thing. Those who commit to oxygen not included need to be prepared to watch and learn, and they'll be rewarded greatly for doing so as their asteroid home grows. Number 3. Grounded. Shrunk down to the size of an insect, you find yourself tiny and alone, wandering around a typical family garden. Given your size, what once was a small patch of grass now seems like the Amazon jungle, and obviously, a lot more danger awaits you than you'd first expect. Using the surrounding resources, like grass and dew, you must scramble to survive as predators seek you out. These predators include the likes of ants, birds, spiders, and more. As a microscopic version of your former self, Grounded grants you an entirely new perspective of taking a stroll around your garden, and also hosts a new approach to the survival genre altogether. Number 2. Valheim. The world of Valheim is procedurally generated with all the systems needed to craft one impressive beginner's base. You can craft to your heart's content, cook away, and team up with friends for the adventure. It's arguably multiplayer where Valheim truly shines, making those troubling boss fights and constructing sturdy bases a team effort. Whenever I think of the survival experience is the story. You're not merely thrown into a world with nothing to your name, as is the case with other survival titles, but instead, you're a legendary warrior who has had their soul transported to Valheim. Your enemies are also Odin's enemies, and it's your job to restore peace to Valheim. This makes your survival experience have an overarching sense of purpose, and it feels great. Number 1. Prey Day. Prey Day is set in 2033, when virus outbreak has left most human population dead. This online, multiplayer survival game presents zombie apocalypse and survivors who attempt to stay alive, including you. Among few survivors, you have to deal with hunger, thirst, and zombie attack. Make your own shelter by collecting materials and stay safe in your haven. There are many other things to do, such as investigating the cause of virus outbreak and discover new weapons. If you are looking for the best survival game offline, then Prey Day is not a good option. This game app requires internet connection to work properly, including completing quests and communicate with friends. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for more updates and notifications.